Hi Libra, messages for December 9th through the 16th, 2023. I'll never DM you, I'll never solicit you, I'll never ask for money. This is going to be messages from your spirit guides and breaking your chains, perhaps things that might be holding you back in life, and your guides are bringing through some messages. So we're going to get right into this for you, and if you're looking to ever book a private with me, go through my Etsy. And follow me on my other platforms, all my other social media. All right, what are they bringing for, what messages? So we have restrictions in your life that might be causing you anxiety or even depression. So it could be either self-enforced or unfair. So you could have to restrict yourself maybe because you have a health problem or you have chronic pain or you have some issue that you don't have a choice. It could be that there's restrictions in your diet, other restrictions, because of health or mental health. This could also be you may lack transportation. You might have to be reliant on others. This could be like splitting the bills or just barely making it and you feel very restricted financially. It could be that you feel restricted by your worries. And in some ways, your freedom and independence may be compromised, but it's temporary. Then we have power and control. So issues with power and control, you might be feeling like you have no power or control. Or you might be, overly fixated on having control or having power. You might feel overly fixated on having power over things or person or people in your life. And someone may be trying to have control and power over you. So this could be a partner, this could be a friend, this could be a family member, this could be somebody at work. So there could be an issue there, maybe that you need to look at your connections and your relationships and see if there's any power and control struggles in those connections or relationships, any of them. And then we have survival mode. So this is like you living in survival mode, perhaps paycheck to paycheck or living day to day. There's excess worry about, survival and living and, there's hard times and, it might be being like a little bit hardened by tough life experiences and maybe it's always been tough for you. Maybe you've always been in survival mode, but always fearing the worst, it kind of, adds to your anxiety and being and living in survival mode is hard. So I feel like your guides want you to try to visualize better success and better outcomes and light at the end of the tunnel. All right. Your guides specifically are bringing through a message about suffering. So I feel like, you might be suffering. You might be suffering with like an illness, chronic pain, maybe autoimmune, maybe something from an accident, maybe sickness. It could even be betrayal. It could be like someone that's really hurt you and, tore you down and has left you in suffering. But even the people, I know this is hard to accept and hard to understand, that have hurt us the most, even the people that have hurt us the most, they bring the hardest lessons. And they're usually about self-love and self-care and taking care of ourselves. I feel like your divine teachers, your guides, warn you that, you're kind of facing a time where you have to take better care of yourself and, you might be seeing like more struggles. You might be feeling more struggles. It could be even with like people in your family. You might be like a caregiver for someone who is suffering or suffering in pain and, you know that they're in pain and you know that they're suffering, so it's causing you suffering. So I feel like be open to the fact that any pain or upset, you attract isn't without hidden gifts and opportunities. I know that might be hard to understand, but like a broken leg, for example, or an aching back, for example, might provide the much needed rest that you need to take that maybe you're not. Your runny nose, your cough, maybe you need to pay a little more attention to the wisdom of your body and what your body is trying to tell you. And you need some time to regenerate physically, mentally, spiritually, in all ways. So it's important to remember that pain and drama attract more pain and drama and make us feel worse. And it's really hard when, we have pain, whether it's mental pain, physical pain, emotional pain, whatever the pain is. But a lot of the time, fear is behind it, and it adds to our discomfort. And we have to sometimes just accept that with grace and wisdom that, there's a lesson, and embrace it, and try to be patient with your pain, and, know that it will bring you insight in some way. I feel like you have to connect to that. You have to meditate to that. You have to try to ask yourself and see what you come up with. And the answers are within you. I know they are. They're there. And you will heal. Love and light.